God damn. Okay, I had messed up the other stream, so we're back again. Like I said, I'm gonna go hard for the rest of the day, so don't expect me to be gone. Like just like that, okay? We're gonna be here all day. I promise that. We're gonna be watching slop all day, baby. Yeah, we back. Okay. Anyways, so we're back to this Claviclear guy. I wanted to go to x.com because you can't type that in and just go to x.com. It just pulls you to the Google search of it. Is my feed chopped still, or did it switch up? Oh, yeah, I'll just fucking I'll braven up and you can look at my chopped feed with me. So we're gonna look for this Claviclear clip because I want to see this guy fucking smash into this guy. This is really funny. I wonder what percent the camera is at. I wonder if I can I think I might give it a bit. Yeah, it looks like we're still streaming. The whatchamacallit, the one guy that we have is mod isn't here though. I'm sure he's probably got other things to do though. So this is a Claviclear clip. This is the guy that we've been seeing. Hassan obviously is fucking stupid, fucked up in the head. He's a retard. But here we go. We got this Claviclear guy. So apparently the guy that he hit was how do we say? Apparently he was stalking this dude for a bit. He was a stalker. Classic case of stalking, right? How often is it do we hear of a guy being stalked? Look at that. Look at that. We fucked up like 3 separate times. And now here we are in a full proper stream, baby. That one was an hour long, and here we are again for another hour, about to go on about nothing today. Like I said, we're gonna go hard. Anyways, so this guy being stalked, you know, he decided to hit the stalker. We have audio? Why is it quiet? Let me see the guy behind. Oh, there he is. Boom. So apparently that guy's actually dead. Apparently.
Bro, he the good guy.
He is? I think he is.
Trying to leave up out of here?
Nah, that's my friend right there.
Oh man, come on, bro. He the good guy.
He is?
The motherfucker on the ground, the bad guy. He did what he was supposed to, run his motherfucking asshole.
Okay, alright, sounds good.
Brother safe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you big ass should've came out and helped him.
Bro,
Yo, big ass should have came out and helped him. That's pretty funny. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know if you've seen what I said there before you joined back again. We fucked up 3 separate times. Let me pull up that image for you real quick. Our Lord in heaven, save this sinner now, and have this fallen man restored to his proper image for eternity. Oh my god. So, because I don't know if this guy's actually dead. Is he dead? Maybe. Either way, it's in Florida, and in Florida, apparently you can get away with that if it's actual self-defense. Yeah, good game. Well, I mean, that's just how things go, I guess, right? So, yeah, this is my chopped feed. Dean Withers, you got some anime. Cutest gift ever? I would say so. Oh. My favorite thing about that Hassan clip, let's see if I can pull it up. Hassan Sharks Dog. Yeah, here it is. So I really love this clip because we're so late to the party. God damn. My favorite part about this clip is that he was apparently he was complaining about the Wi-Fi and a bunch of other shit.
I hate this fucking country so much. You can be on a fucking mountain in the middle of Norway and get better internet than Los Angeles, California.
Ugh.
And this is just like a moment of anger. This is a moment of fucking anger for like something that is just so routine, so silly, such a first world problem. But it is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential violence. Okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go.
Did you see that fucking eye roll he did? He's been looking at her on the fucking feed the whole time. He's like, oh, you gotta be fucking with me.
Why America, Kaya, please.
Eye roll.
Please just fucking go. Just stop.
Kaya, what are you doing? Please just stop. Yeah, there's a good reason why you tossed Twitter. I can see why. The only reason I haven't tossed it is because I can't go onto YouTube. Watch this. Hassan Sharks Dog. Look at this. Never mind. It used to be bad for me, dude. It used to be bad. It used to be nothing but Hassan Piker clips for me. I could not look up that motherfucker. Look at his hand gestures for, yeah, that's another thing that pisses me off about a lot of that stuff is that people were like, oh, you know, he doesn't, I was just reaching for the Zin can, bro. I'm just reaching for my fucking Zin, bro. Yeah, he's reaching for his Zin right there. That's what he's doing. He's just reaching for my Zin, bro. Can't you tell I'm just reaching for my fucking Zin, bro? I really love chewing on Zins and fucking shogging my dog, man. But you know, just reaching for my Zins. What are you doing? He's such a fucking, like, he's actually like a big idiot, man. I left a comment on a video about that the other day. He's a dangerous idiot, right? I went and watched Idiocracy. It is not actually that good as people say it is. I couldn't even fucking finish it, dude. Like, it's not that it was a bad movie. It's just that, like, people always try and find things to fucking, like, talk about the current situation with. Yeah, it's a classic slop problem. You want the original clip without having some random YouTuber covering it and then it gets buried. Yeah, see? That's exactly the reason why I can't stand it. Is because people are fucking... They're cooked every time they try and fucking cover this stuff. They're always like fucking just... It's incestual, if that's a healthy way of putting it. Yeah, because... I mean, yeah... Look at this feed! Then you got all the CapCut clips. You got all the fucking people going to CapCut because they need. Look at this though. Look at 26,000, 140,000 clip. Yeah, I mean I can do it with XQC because you know it's whatever it's XQC. It's a chat dude, chat dude, just fucking dude, chat. Yeah, that's why I like XQC. Let's keep this slop train going, actually. Let's keep the slop going. Let me refresh my feed real quick. Let's see what we can find today. What's trending on Twitter? Brad Pitt, best movie moments. Star System is over. Fucking Charles. I bought 9 games and you didn't play any of them? Look outside. Well, that's a fucking crazy looking guy. And then you got Channel Awesome. Pretty cool. Oh, yo. Who kind of goofy in that picture? I feel like that's how I look every time oh, what is he seriously trying to do the BJ Blazkowicz thing? You fuck ass. You dick ass. But yeah, and look at him. He's a little goofy. That's how I feel every time I take a picture. Like one eye's off. I think the glasses I have now are supposed to correct that for me. This guy, Samuel, he pissed me off for some reason, and it's not that I don't like him or like I said, I don't really care about these people. They can slop it up all they want. The video is either fried beyond repair, believe for shitty watermarks, etc. Yeah. I think what's really like what's beautiful about the internet is that you can cater it to the way you want it, right? Like I can be stuck on Twitter all day. I could be stuck on 4chan all day. I could be stuck on fucking I could be stuck on everything all day. But I think that's the funny thing is that like some people can make a career out of this and some people can't, and it's really what you're built for, right? If you're built to stream, you must stream. This is like really annoying me. I'm gonna fucking do that because holy shit, that is better. Now I can see the fucking homepage. That's funny. That is funny. Muckhole? That's a funny fucking thumbnail, dude. Got the fucking I remember I was watching the video about it last night. He was in a call. He was like, or was it a call or was he talking in a video? I can't remember, but I remember what the clip was, is that he was sitting there talking about, yeah, we started hanging out, and then when I get a little bit of alcohol into me, I'm just a chill guy. I'm just a chill guy. I think I just dropped my stream, did you? Okay, we just had a huge lag spike. Anyways, so like I said, we're either gonna find something that is really funny on the homepage, or we're gonna go, like I said, go talk to Stoic Chronicles. Not talk to him. Go see Stoic Chronicles or listen to iDubbbz talk. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here. There's so many things that I want to do today on this stream. Like I really don't know like how to. I think that's the problem. Is that like obviously you just gotta get things going. You can't just stream and expect things to happen. Just gotta do it, man. Things will happen then and there. Who knows? Maybe today while I'm scrolling through fucking Twitter, we'll find some new slop that no one can talk about yet. Maybe I'll be the first guy to hop onto the slop train or something. Oh, this dude. So I have a whole video I have planned around fucking YouTube thumbnails like this. It's gonna be really fucking cool. I want to do some research on this guy and a couple other fucking like 2 songs. This song and 2 other ones is what I want to talk about. Just like the YouTube crate digging is what I want to call it. And then you got this video right here. So I actually stopped watching Legal Mindset because of this video, because I was like, whoa, this guy's a little strange the way he operates. He's so chill that the girl he was with getting drunk. I just couldn't recall how it goes. Yeah, that is how chill he is. He's so damn chill. We need to keep the fucking feed up. I need to be able to read chat every now and then. I need to find some sort of way to do this properly, because like I said, obviously I want to get another monitor. That'd be really cool for this. Oh, this is gonna be fun today. I hope more people will fucking show up later today, because fucking obviously I should probably get the face cam going back up if we want that. No, what is it? I started doing this around fucking like 12:30, 1 o'clock, so it's 2 o'clock where I'm at now. So the goal is to try and go until sunset, until I start getting tired and I want to go to bed or something, or I want to go Speaking of which, I might go throw a pizza into the oven real quick because I am hungry. Actually, I might throw on the webcam for that. But because I'm not gonna pull a Hassan Piker on you. I'm not gonna watch until fucking something happens. Anyways, I'm gonna go make some pizza. You can sit here and stand by the vending machine, and here I'll pull up one of my favorite vending machines for you to look at too, so we can really feel like we're there together. I think it's oh, you know what we should do for a little bit while I'm like sitting here bored and I don't know what I want to fucking do. Fucking Santa hitting the Heil Hitler. I wanna watch a playlist that I have with everyone here. This is a classic playlist. This is a classic playlist. I promise you, by the gods and all the spirits and everything around. This is a classic playlist, okay? I curated all of these videos specifically just so people can brain rot, right? I gathered these clips up just so people can rot their brains to this stuff, okay? So I'm actually gonna leave this playing instead. Cause let's go back real quick because I need to I wanted to look at the full playlist. There's a video in there that I wanted to see if I can find. Like I said, this is dumb crap. I'm telling you, this is literally the dumbest crap you've ever seen. All the funniest fucking... Let's pull up that clip real quick. Right. Don't think you can just sit around in my house doing fuck all.
Right. Didn't fucking think you can lay around my house all day doing fuck all. Go find a fucking job, you fucking sausage roll looking twat.
Oh my god, dude. That's actually peak humor. That's when humor peaked for me, is when that guy was telling his sausage roll looking dog to go get a job. But there's a specific kind of video that I needed to get out of this playlist that, well, you know. Oh, and look at the description here. Memories made. I'm constantly updating this playlist. Videos being deleted and subsequently removed from this playlist saddens me. Rip to the memes I'll forget and then immediately be flashed with in my final moments of life. That's what this playlist is for. Is so if I ever start getting Alzheimer's or anything like this, I just start playing this and everything will come back. Yeah, and got the Long Johnson cat. Oh, this is my favorite clip right here. John Tron visits the Muda Kingdom. Oh, this is a classic too. Hold up. Give me the formula, Oli. Obviously a robot. I'm well put together. You know what? Let's finish it. Look how old that is too. 15 years ago. We were... Yeah, YTP MVs are the best, dude. I think we have a couple of other good ones here. Let's see, is the fucking... I have a Scatman one of The Simpsons.
Right.
And
Didn't
it's...
fucking think.
Can I help you?
Call the judge and get some fudge.
He's fucking sitting there. And, what the fuck was that? It's the Homer fucking clip. It's this. Don't mind if I scat, man. This is a classic one. This one actually kind of gets me hyped up because it's so good. What I really love about the older Simpsons is you can tell like they put a lot of time into the backgrounds and everything. It's just so beautiful. And you can still tell just even with like the color grading and shit, this was drawn, hand drawn. Oh, the shadow. I like to point out the shadow to people too. When you look at this specific kind of cell animation, there's always a shadow from when the camera captured it. Beautiful. Oh. It's a classic, man. then I'll be back. Uh-oh. See, I told you it would take me like 3 minutes to do all that crap. Go make the pizza, go take a bond token, go piss. 3 minutes. We don't want nut Kim. There we go. We back, dude. Look at that. Uh-oh. Kind of mess things up a little bit. There we go. Should I make the screen, or should I make my fucking face cam smaller? Oh, I got a double mic. Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay. There we go. That was my camera's fucking bullshit. Yeah, I got a really nice expensive one. Fucking got a wrong camera, dude. Should probably take that off of Nutcam. Echo, 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 echo. Do I? Uh-oh. Doi, 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 doi. I feel fucking stupid. Did I mess this up? I think I messed this up. We'll do this. Copy here. Go here. And then paste. Boom. Look at that. Yeah, there we go. So I'll make sure everything's on top. Yeah, so I got a pizza in the oven, about 3 slices. It's Pizza, which is like a fucking whole franchise up here in Canada. Yeah, Moon Doll saying fucking, you take the moon and you take the moon for fucking 3 minutes. I hope that wasn't annoying. I don't intend on things being annoying. I kind of. This is just my like fucked up sense of humor.
And then everyone saw my penis.
Okay. Holy shit. Holy shit. This is the 4th time, and the 5th time, and the 7th time. I'm gonna remove some of these fucking, like, numbers, because this is what I need to remember. It's 3 and 4. Oh, sweet. Does it work like that on the other side? Oh, sweet. So it is just tied to the numpads, then. Okay. I'm gonna move some of these buttons at some point, so I can just keep the end stream on the numbers up here, because... yeah, we're gonna be gaming today. At some point, so I don't want any of the numbers to mess anything up here, because like I said, you know what, you can let's do that. I don't want to spoil what's on the screen for everybody, because what I'm gonna do is look for some streaming gear. I'm gonna look for some extra batteries, and I'm gonna look for some fucking what else do we need? I need that fucking streaming thing. The button so I can fucking properly stream deck. That's what I need. Get the Elgato stream deck. Cause yeah, when I get that, that'll be so I can probably just switch fucking. So I can go from scene here and go to the screen here, so I can do this without fucking everything up. See? Look. You can already see. I'm looking for myself. I'm looking so we can set this up properly. At some point, I'm gonna like make some custom overlays as well. So like, you know, like, oh, this is a Jumbo Mazer stream. Oh yeah, what do you think of these cool ass glasses? These, dude. Those are prescription. Yeah, I can use these to see. Isn't that awesome? I look like a fucking, I have like a whole outfit thing going on here. I'm trying to look like the S tier skins that you can get in video games. I want to be able to look like, I want to shapeshift in each style that I wear. So people are like, yo, who is this nigga? So many times have I met people that I've known over the years and they see me again and they don't even recognize me. That is awesome. And to me, that is an accomplishment and also a compliment because it shows to me that I've put a lot of work into myself. I really enjoy that because, you know, and we're going to be dealing with this until I can get, see, so those are some things I need to get. I need to get some batteries next month, a stream deck, and then myself a gaming router. Cause then, yeah, no, I'm obviously going to be streaming off of the internet for a bit. Like, I don't want it to be too like crazy. The stream's not going to be, actually, you know what? Speaking of the stream, I want to preview it myself. I want to see how it looks. I'm just going to mute desktop audio so you guys don't have to hear the stream double. The internet for a bit, like I don't want it to be too like. Show me this in 1080p, baby. Internet for a bit, like. Oh man, that looks so good. The stream's not gonna be. Actually, you know what? Dude, that looks fucking baller. Now imagine how this is gonna look when we have fucking like gamer Wi-Fi, 10 gigabytes per second. Once we have 10 gigabytes per second, once I have like a proper gaming router, dude, oh my god, the stream's gonna look so much better. It's gonna look so much clearer, and then like the latency isn't gonna be there. And then I'm gonna get myself another monitor as well, so I can actually look at chat while people watch. But hello to the other streamer or the other viewer. Welcome to my channel. This is Jumbo Mazer. I like to rant here. And the guy left anyways, whatever. I like to rant here. We like to watch slop. We like to fucking critique people. We like to just chill. I'm just kidding. that guy just chill. He just chill like that. Is there any way I can just like watch chat without having to? Oh, did that say pop out chat? Oh, dude. Look at this. Uh-oh, I'm being stupid. Now I don't have to have fucking OBS just sitting in my fucking face all the time. You guys ready to see the chopped screen? What do you guys feel about that screen layout? It's chopped, isn't it? Here, let's switch things around here. There you go. Now you guys can see chat. You can see me have OBS open, but you can also see the window that I have open. Isn't this awesome? This is one monitor activities. Anyways, we'll go back to yeah, this is the pilot stream, exactly. Things are looking up. I gotta go grab that pizza. It smelled good. We're back, baby. I'll just keep the fucking door open. All right, this is what I've been waiting for. This is what was gonna make the stream better. Was when I had some food to eat, so I can fucking puke and fart into the mic and cough my head off and shit. Uh-oh. I just rewinded there. Yeah, I think that's the first thing I'm gonna get is a stream deck, just so I can fucking just so we can get things properly set up here, just so we're not fucking dealing with this junk anymore. So you guys are gonna sit here and watch me watch some slop while we indulge in some slop too. So this is a really fucking cool pizza joint. It's at the top, Pizza. It's a subsidiary of Pizza 73. They're pretty cool. I guess it's a Canadian brand. I think it's an American brand too. I don't know if you guys have it in America, but we got we got Pizza 73 and Pizza here. Yeah, I really fuck with this stream setup, dude. I really fuck with this. Look at this. Dude. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Where else are you gonna get a stream where the guy's using a $2,000 camera and he has like a $750 fucking audio interface setup with a fucking $700 laptop and a bunch of other stuff? Where else are you gonna get this? Nowhere. I don't know where you guys like watch other streamers. I don't know what other people like. It's cool to see these people doing that stuff, right? I ain't fucking shitting on nobody, but I think it comes down to this. Who else on their stream has autofocus capabilities? I haven't seen anyone else do that. You know what? I think I'm gonna see if I can change the fucking thumbnail. I kind of fuck with this. You guys are gonna watch me make a quick thumbnail for the fucking stream. Cause I'm just fucking cool like that, man. Like I said, where else are you gonna be able to see this cool shit? Let's try a different one of those. Oh. Boom. There, we got the new thumbnail. This is gonna be just a quick thing, I guess. Where do I save this? How do I save this? Screenshots folder. Yeah, I'm letting this cool off anyways. I don't wanna burn my mouth immediately. Slopping down on some, yeah. To the one viewer, where else do you get a stream where autofocus? Come on. Isn't that fucking insane? Where else do you get this? Like, tell me in chat right now, where else can you get somebody flashing their freshly oven made pizza? This is obviously bought from the store, but you know, I had to reheat it in the oven, which is the goated way to do it. If you're doing it in an oven, I don't really have an insult to say. If you make your shit in a microwave, if you make it in an oven, you're probably pretty smart. But if you make it in a microwave, buddy, you're chomped. I don't know how you guys are gonna feel about this, but I'm gonna be a pig and slobber this down. Now let's get the main course going. This is hell yeah. That's what I want. I want things to be over the top. I don't want things to I don't want it to look cheap. Yeah, I'd rather, and that's how I feel about when I hang out with people too. When I make friends, obviously everyone I've talked to has like high standards and all that. They obviously respect themselves to a certain degree. I feel like some people are still a bit nihilistic about things though, so I guess that goes hand in hand with what you do, right? And I mean, you get to see it here first. Like I got the color grading look too. Like it looks like nice and soft. It looks like a vintage photo. I want to be separate from the mall, right? That slogan, outdo yourself every day. That's I mean that. I really want to outdo myself every day. It's not that it's hard to live up to it. It's just like today was a test of that. This is a testament to that philosophy. I should probably be eating with a bib, dude. This is a really nice hoodie too. I bought this the other day. I got it for like a 2-for-1 deal. Buy one, get one free. Fucking the skin of the jalapeno that just isn't chewing up. But yeah, I bought this at a 2-for-1 deal at a skateboard shop. I'd actually mentioned it to you there, PS2 controller, the PS the skateboard shop. They're really cool. It's the same place I got this hat from. And they're so awesome, man. I love them. They're genuinely the best people around. And I'm pretty sure they know me. I went in there wearing one of their jackets the other day. It was this Gore-Tex, this nice giant one with what is it? It's this nice giant fucking like, it's obviously just a shell coat. I don't think it's supposed to be worn on its own, because if you wear it on its own without any layers, oh god, I just bit straight jalapeno. I don't know why I did that. But that jalapeno just fucked me up. I completely forgot what I was saying. I know I was talking about skateboard shops and that. I guess what I was just trying to say is that they're just a genuine people to be around. They're really cool, really nice. I like I really like the vibe when you go in there and it's like they know you. It's like you've hung out with them for a while. Oh, it's a Gore-Tex jacket. The shell jacket with the army design on it. It's got like it's not in here, but it's got like a camo pattern on it. And I asked for some green fucking snow pants. And I was like, oh man, this looks so cool. Let's do this for you guys. Oh. Yeah, you can see all the fucking things I'm doing. I can't believe I'm still on my first slice, dude. I keep looking down. I'm like, yo, there's 2 more pieces. Oh my god, man. Life is good. Yes, it is, sirree. Yes, sirree. Triple AA Mario is game of the year. What are you going to tell us?
The AAA Mario game is the best real fake game on the market right now, as it perfectly satirizes the way
You
the
sound
AAA
sick.
gaming experiences all seem to meld into one.
A coin. This could be useful. Whoa. I'm Super Mario.
From forced exposition explaining every little second, to the very recognizable game engine aesthetics from Unreal Engine 5, the short demo manages to make fun of every single trope big budget games throw at their audiences. Ryan Stewart VO is responsible for turning these clips
I like
into
having
viral pieces,
veins,
as his
but
voiceover
dude,
work for a
I
dark
just
and
bit
gritty
my lip.
reimagining of Mario is absolutely perfect. It all comes together in his second clip, which takes voice actor talent Ariel Hack
Whoa.
playing Princess Peach.
I'm
And
Super
the
Mario.
between the 2 of them does an amazing job of parodying dialogue in AAA games.
Focus M.
Hey, before before we even finish this, I want to show you guys something. I like that little corner right there where you can see everything. A little spiral. Oh. You guys like the cerebral shit? Look at that. I like how when it's, you can see the latency as it goes further and further into it. That's so cool. Let's just pull, let's do this. You guys know who these people are. I don't know why. Fuck that open. Oh, I forgot. I'm on full screen. Oh, did the camera just go out again? I think it did. Fucking thin. It might have gotten exhausted again. I just wanted to prove to everybody for a little bit there that I was eating pizza though. And I wasn't just fucking around. I wasn't just, you know, being a dick ass, making you guys listen to the fucking 10-hour version of You Take the Moon. What's the most recent episode that our homie was in? Is the camera back on? I don't look like it. I'm gonna just turn this off for a bit again. Let the battery chill out. Thanks for looking out there for me, man. Saying we good. Yeah, I don't wanna. We'll go back to this chopped view. But we'll remove that. Just so you guys don't have to look at that crap. There we go. Oh, now the text is too small. So, come on, man. I'm on my own Wi-Fi. You guys want to see something cool about this? Do you not? This is a Halloween episode. I don't know if you made music for this. Let's just go here. Slightly artistic is what we want. There you go. It ain't a live stream. It literally is not a live stream without the fucking Sam Hyde burps. I'm sorry to anyone who had to hear that. But I'm telling you, and honestly to God, every time I watch that guy live stream or any of his live stream clips, he's eating and he's fucking burping. Or what was the other one? Like if you watch the perfect guy life clips, he's also doing the same fucking thing in there. There's burping and puking and shitting, farting into the mic. Did he make music for this episode?
Hey, Gooseworks.
Hey.
Do we call you Gooseworks?
Yeah.
Okay.
People call me Goose.
Okay, you're Goose.
Do we have like themes for this kind of stuff?
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. That's our homie right there. I don't know him fully personally. Would fucking like to. He's a cool guy. obviously, because it's just the first stream, I might clip this up and make my channel into a full slop channel, or maybe just make a live clip channel. But go support this dude. More people need to support this nigga. He going through it right now. And the only thing I can say is that when I have friends, is I want them to be in a at least a nice position, maybe even a better position than mine. I don't want my friends to feel like there's nothing to be happy for. Yeah, exactly. It's hard to think that he exists outside of that server, which is nice. Cause it shows that he's willing to put himself out there, and he's clearly a talented man. I just wish he wasn't so nihilistic, right? Like, I just wish he would cheer up a little bit. He's a little. I can tell that things are tough in his life, so the only thing I can do is pray for him and that things get better. But I mean, yeah, the fact. Holy crap! Holy crap! That fucking pepper and that pepperoni just slammed itself back into my throat. It's insane that he ended up working on this on an episode, a few episodes actually. There's a couple episodes with his name on there. Yeah, the credits too. They should put him in the credits. I feel like it'd be nice. Cause yeah, he's talked to Oni and Oni's paid him, so I mean, it would be nice to have at least one more bit of. Oh man, see, that's the problem. Every time I see him talk about how sad he is, I'm like, man, do you not see how like much you have? Like, this video almost has 1 million views, dude. Almost 1 million. I mean, like the fucking Adam Borsetti to Chris O'Neill, Harry Partridge, and Gooseworks pipeline is insane. That's like what? 3 different people separated off, like from Tantris to Adam, and then to all of this. Do you not realize how like insane that is to think that I could be even just that closer to? Because I've wanted to talk to Oni. I've always wanted to be like, hey, what's up, man? I fucking enjoy your art and all this. And I'm obviously not that much of a. I don't put most of my doodles out there, which I probably should start doing that now. Because I want to be an artist. I've always been an artist, but I guess what I'm trying to say is an artist on the internet. I don't want to just be a guy who doodles in his whatchamacallit. What's going on here? Make a home page or something. I should probably go tell that next time I can talk to him. But I think that's a really fun thing about the internet, is that despite everything, despite all the dastardly shit in the world, despite all the things that will try and bring you down, I'm gonna move the view counter up a little bit. Despite the things that are gonna keep you down in this world, there's always something that shines through. I always appreciate that, because I mean, look at the Oni Plays thing right here, right? Oh shit, I shouldn't have wiped out my fucking sweater. Well, that's why you gotta put yourself out there, man. People like, they'll never know what's going on in your head if you don't put anything out there, right? Like, I'm not saying you need to speak all the time. That's why commentary is like, to me, it's dying. It's a dying thing. Like, fucking more Pegasus and the rest of those guys, like Nicholas Diorio and all those guys, they are like this generation's Leafy and all that. Like, you can't top that. I mean, look at Leap and Lemur, dude. Leap and Lemur screwed everything up. How many times are we gonna come to this point where like a channel wants to go do this and that, and then like we grew up in a time where like if you wanted to express yourself, you'd be made fun for it, right? Like niggas would mock you for watching anime. They would fucking, I mean, skater kids, it was different, but like if you were even into like coding or anything like that, or you look slightly effeminate as a boy, or you look slightly masculine for a girl, you get like made fun of for small things, right? I mean, it's depressing to me. So I feel like when people are like still seeing this, it'd be like propagated through the internet where everyone's still like it's like we never left high school. It's like we never stopped like making fun of each other. I mean, the whole Hassan shit is a perfect example of all that, right? But you're never really gonna... I'm gonna put this on in the background because this is a cool animation. Is there a loop? There's no loop. I can't loop the video for you guys. Oh, a little bit of a lag. But I think what's really fucked up about the internet is that like it's hard to build up a community without like having like already been established within like some sort of circle, right? But commentary is very much a gate kept thing. Like look at Kiwi Farms, dude. Like you have to dig through the forums, you have to go do all that shit. I mean, look at her. Look at Madatsuki. She's exploring these like dream areas. I'm just searching for things. You got these 3 people following her, which are antagonists in the game. Right, you're always going to have people who are going to be around to antagonize you. I mean, they're always going to be there, right? As you can see in this animation. And they'll come at you like that. Make you feel scared, make you feel like you need to run, like you need to get out of there. But I feel like the whole point of this stuff is just... it's tribalism at its finest, right? The internet and technology was made by nerds. Okay? My favorite example of like nerd culture being the top thing. Let's open up Steam real quick. Can you guys see this? You can see that. So what I feel people miss out on, especially when it comes to like content creation and all this and internet culture and fucking memes and video games and nerds, is they forget that to have any of this, you need to have people who are like Postal. You go and look at Postal and you go and look at all the fucking things that they have in there, all the drugs and all the crack things, all the fucking crazy things. But to program all that, like imagine to look at the code and all that, you'd probably find some crass jokes here and there, or in the coding. And I feel like that's a really funny thing that people miss out on, is that the nerds were the guys who were getting bullied, getting called these names, getting made fun of for being fucking weird. And then they forget that when you come onto the internet, you're stepping into the nerds world. This isn't like... This is a thinking man's game, right? Oh, what am I doing? Let's do this. This is easier. Because I was watching Slop before I started ranting about any of this. I mean, how many times are we going to be watching a video about, like, YouTubers bitching about, like, oh, we're not making enough money, we're not doing this, we're not doing that. I mean, look at this. You got this Queeman asshole who's also alive. He's probably doing the same thing I'm doing, just ranting and rambling, doing fuck all with his life. And using streaming as an excuse to say, hey, I actually have a life outside of all of this, right? Like, as a nerd, you kind of had to fucking, like, hide what you were. And now it's just out there on the fucking internet. People are just all... Their lives are just out there, right? And not only are they out there, it's fucking out of this world. It's out of this world how many of these people just act like this. Whatever they do on... You get the which cringy recommendations? Is it this? The glitch cards? Is it the sweet peppermint? Yeah, no, my whole feed's weird. Because like I said, I like the Amazing Digital Circus, so I do get a lot of weird, like, kid-like stuff sometimes, which I don't even really click on. I was like, fuck that, I don't want to. But yeah, not to like lose a rant there, but like when I was watching the Hassan stuff, like it's so funny to think that Hassan's life is out there, and then there's this guy. No one knows who this guy is, and not to say that he's bad. Like, I mean, look at that. He's got more subs than I do. What I'm trying to say is his face isn't out there, I'm assuming. Like, do you think you want your friends knowing you make videos titled Hawk Tua Domer? I wouldn't want my well, actually, I would want my friends to know that I make those videos. But like think about like someone like Hassan, right? The whole dog shocking situation. I guess that's what you mean too. Hawk Tua, man. What are you doing on that newfangled device? Oh man. I just feel like people tend to forget that. Oh my god. Now that I'm live, and I can say this without thinking no one's gonna hear this, so I'm probably gonna clip this and just put this out there. Oh, I need to turn on the camera for this too. This is such a funny thing. This is a crazy thing that I need to say. I don't know how many people have noticed this, because I play video games too much, so it's kind of hard for me to not want to, you know, say this is how I think about things. Sorry, I just had to swallow that fucking pizza. Do not recommend. Yeah, I probably should just fucking start doing that too. Video capture device. This is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do this. We're gonna bring back the camera because I want you guys to see me. You're gonna go back here. So when it comes to these people, and when you see this clip after I've edited it down and uploaded it, and you see the what is it? This? You see this? I want to see that be at least 100 people next time I stream. Because when I say this wholeheartedly. Because this is funny to me. So I've been playing this game Omori for a little bit. It's a pretty fun game. It's about mental health issues. If the game was rewritten, it would be better. Obviously, there's sins in that game that would make me think, probably should have gave it a little bit more time to bake in the oven, and then it would have been a really good game. But Omori is really fun to me because there's this character named Sweetheart, right? She's a really funny character to me because I really love anime. I'm not gonna lie. I should probably just get back into watching it all the time again. My favorite trope in anime is I think they call it in what is it, physiognomy, the wasp build, right? The white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, right? Yeah, I'll definitely start using those methods. But there's a certain kind of laugh that you build up when you're a wasp person, right? You go the ho 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 ho, right? So when I think of Pokimane, and I think of Sweetheart from Omori, and then I think of all of those like anime tropes of the wasp type character, the one who's like regal. They have all this wealth, and they're like the laugh is oh ho 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 ho, like they're trying to be like snarky and mean. I really love that trope, because sometimes those people end up getting like, they end up being, especially in Omori, sweetheart ends up being like chopped, right? Not that the character is chopped, right? She doesn't actually, like, she's so narcissistic to the point that she doesn't even understand what the real meaning of love is, right? And I find that so funny, because then it was Pokimane recently who had she had married herself. So Pokimane is a very funny character to me, because I'm gonna pull up just 2 pictures here just so we can have them sit side by side, because I really want this to be clear. Okay, I need this to be clear and obvious as to what I'm trying to say. How many times are we gonna see somebody like Pokimane like make all this money, do all this crazy stuff, and be really weird and narcissistic, like marrying yourself and then claiming that it's all for celibacy and all? Like, you're telling me that Pokimane is celibate? Pokimane? When did we start all agreeing that Pokimane is celibate? Because the way she is, and the way she looks, and the way she acts, you're telling me that's a celibate woman? That's a nun? You're telling me she's a nun? Let's just look her up, because we'll probably see more videos of her, so, or more pictures of her that way. Let me pull up a new tab here. She even kind of looks like Sweetheart in her fucking PFP for YouTube. Even kind of has like the same pose. So I gotta like tab through a bunch of shit. Okay, does this make sense to you? When I look at Pokimane and I look at her doing all this weird cringy narcissistic stuff, and she's marrying herself, I think of Sweetheart from Omori, because she marries herself and then she goes and gets a bunch of clones made of her in Humphrey. Pokimane's a downright like hardcore narcissist. The fact that she goes and marries herself just because she feels so lonely. She just feels so lonely that she has to go marry herself. Well, I guess not lonely, but I don't know. People were just making fun of her on the internet for a little bit there, and they're saying all this stuff like, "Oh, you're chopped," and they're doing the pocket watch, the rabbit meme. It'd be really fun if I get a stream deck, because it'd be really cool to hit a button and just make memes flash on the screen. I can just load them up over on a different monitor. Holy shit. Yeah, that'd be really fun. But I feel like when it comes to someone like Pokimane, the comparison that I draw between Sweetheart from Omori, let's get the image of her right here. Right here. This is literally she's literally doing the fucking pose. She's literally doing the Sweetheart pose. Look at that. So you're telling me that this woman right here is not too dissimilar from this narcissistic video game character who marries herself and then goes makes a bunch of clones of herself, and then, you know, I think Humphrey swallows her whole and she's dead. So like you know, if your narcissistic behavior is getting that bad, I think there's like a few screws loose, buddy. There's obviously something that needs to be like checked up there. Like, that's all I'm trying to say. It's just a little dumb clip that I wanted to make here about Pokey. In the dream world, he's able to manipulate them into being whatever he wants them. The dream world, he's able to manipulate them into being whatever he wants them to be. He's able to use them to like go on these crazy adventures and go fight and do all this crazy stuff. but then it's supposed to be like a deep dive into the mind and a bunch of psychology bullshit. The story wasn't utilized properly, and there was probably a bunch of dumb idiot writers on the OmoCat team that told OmoCat this is how you should write the story. Of the story, right? The twist is supposed to be that Omori / Sunny goes and frames the murder as a suicide, right? And this is a really crazy contentious topic. So this is obviously for stream shit, but the fact that that's what the main storyline is really crazy. Because if it was just Sunny being like a depressive shut-in and not wanting to go do things and, you know, being a dickhead, and he didn't shove his sister down the stairs, it would have been a bit more of a fucking impactful story. It would have earned the sympathy and the sadness that I felt towards it the first time I played it. And then on the second time I played it and I did the Hikikomori route and I did that, I was like, oh, this game could be longer. It could be paced better. And the storyline could be rewritten. And obviously there's fan mods, there's people who've like rewritten Omori and probably rewrote the story so it toes more in line with that narrative rather than he murdered his sister and tried getting away with it. It's a pretty hardcore narrative to try and stir into something sympathetic or empathetic, right? But when it comes from like, oh, the dude was just a shut-in, he was hikikomori, he didn't like, after his sister died, this and that, he just didn't want to be around friends anymore. And obviously there could have been better ways for them to tell the story between all the characters and how they grew up and how this affected them in their later years. It just baffles me that that game, which is really good, I like the art style, I love the fucking music, everything about that game is really good. And then it's the fucking storyline that falls flat on its head. Falls flatter on its head, even flatter than Mari in the fucking twist. Like, goddamn, that's some twist, right? Some crazy twist. You know, I don't know. I feel like it would have been better if it wasn't a murder mystery story that was solved by digging in your head, and it's insane to me because then it's a good game. It's not a bad game. Don't get me wrong. Like, don't sit here and think I'm fucking shit talking Omori because I know a lot of people like it. But for me, it was just one of those sins that made me like, it could have been better, bro. And we all know it could have been better. OmoCat knows it could have been better. I mean, at what point do we like, I guess this is what the point I'm trying to get at here too, is a little bit of a AAA gaming rant, because I like gaming, right? When it comes to writing video games, there could be a lot more time put down into it. And I've had this talk about like New Vegas and Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 and all that stuff with my friends about how they could have been better games and how they should have been better games, especially if they were given more time to bake in the oven. We all like talking about cooking, right? We all like saying, oh, that nigga cooked, he did this, he did that. Well, I think people stop cooking when they start sitting, like, letting the whole writing team dictate your story. Like, you're supposed to be the main guy writing the story. You're supposed to be the one running the companies, directing these stories, and you're gonna let a bunch of shithead people who think they know how to write, who got all those degrees in college, you're gonna tell me those guys are the ones who know how to make fucking video games? And I mean, I guess Omori was an independent project much rather than like, it wasn't like a full-on project that was backed by people. It was backed by money from Kickstarter. So it was pretty insane that a game like that got made anyways. And I'm not saying like the story's bad, I'm just saying that it could have done with a little bit more time and effort. Like, everything was there. The graphics, the look, the vibe, the aesthetic was there, the music. It was the story that like I said, it fell flat on its head, man. And I guess that little rant there that made me go into this thing here was Pokimane looking like Sweetheart from fucking doing the pose and everything. Yeah. Well, I guess that's that slop topic down. I guess I said I was gonna watch iDubbbz today because I had to eat food because I was hungry. So we're gonna move on to the iDubbbz thing because this is obviously just a fucking fun thing for me to do today. I'm gonna see how long when did I start streaming? Cause I know I did it around like 12 when it's been only about 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours now, so I can do this for a bit longer. Honestly don't know how much longer I'm gonna be doing it for, but that looks pretty cool. Seeing the thumbnail do this fucking thing. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna come stream tomorrow too as well. I don't wanna have to just sit here and be like, oh, I gotta do it all tonight. I gotta do it all tonight. I can do it tomorrow. But yeah, this has been pretty fucking fun so far. This has been a crazy fucking stream. Got to watch some more Pegasus. Got to look at some slop stuff. Got to talk about a bunch of crazy stuff. Just went on, like I said, this is just chatting. So we're literally just chatting about everything today. Literally anything that I can find, anything I can think about. Just ramble and ramble until someone fucking starts watching. Obviously, I've had a few viewers coming in and out, and that's awesome. So, yeah, it definitely has been pretty fun, man. It's been pretty awesome because this is what I intend on doing more often, especially when I don't have like any ideas. Because I've had a couple of videos that I recorded, but like they're all like really ranty and really like out there. So I was gonna edit them into like being more of like a I don't know how to explain it. Like the way I've been editing is to look like analog horror or I guess not analog horror. I just want to do like more of a glitch found footage type thing. So a lot of the videos that I've been wanting to edit and release now are going to be more like heavily edited down with like some crazy like glitch effects here and there. And I wanted to get more into data mosh. And I remember the last call that me and you had their PS2 controller. We were talking, and I'd sent you, or you looked up my channel, and a couple of my playlists that I have up were up there, and you saw the glitch video art. Which is something that I've been wanting to focus more on, because that is like interesting to me, being able to do that stuff. Oh, I can edit it. Can I change the thumbnail? Oh, I can change the thumbnail. Okay, I think I have a funny one. Do I have a funny one? Because I wanted to change it to something stupid. Oh yeah. So it's in the screenshots folder. Okay. Because now the stream will have this as a thumbnail. Let me pull up the thumbnail real quick. So when people go to watch the stream now, and while I'm up, because I'm going to be up probably for a couple more hours. You know what? Let's go for like a whole 8-hour stream. I don't give a shit, man, because this is literally what I do with most of my day anyways. This is literally what I do. So, if you guys want to see the thumbnail, just let me do this real quick. Oh my god. All of these apps. Do you want to open it up with this app? Do you want it open with this app? Can you just let me fucking show these people the image? Okay, there we go. I don't want to accidentally end this stream. I keep hitting the noom pad, and I keep ending the stream by accident. So this is like the 5th live stream that you guys are watching of this. Sorry about that. So this is the thumbnail we have now. Isn't that awesome? You got the cheddar jalapeno dipping sauce with 0 viewers. Yep, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I got here. Well, it's called unemployment. It's called having unemployment, but enough cash to supply myself with streaming equipment. So yeah, that's literally how I'm able to do this, is because I have money. So I think what's really funny. Oh, and you know what? Now I think I should keep mentioning that to people, because I just noticed this stream has got a fucking like now. So hell yeah. And if that was you, PS2 controller, hell yeah. Oh hell yeah! So I'm just replying to your chat there, where you said you just do it as you go. That's how most things should be done. You shouldn't have to fucking sit there and beat yourself up and be like, I need to get this fucking thing done. Obviously, it's nice to take time on things, but lately, especially because today I was like, oh, like on my community post tab, I'd mentioned that I was gonna do a live stream yesterday, but I was like too tired. I got home after fucking being a fat nigga, went and fucking ate a bunch of Christmas food. I should probably tell people that I'm fucking live streaming right now. But yeah, I feel like a lot of things are just, they're going the way I want them to. I don't want to sound like I'm bragging or anything like that. I don't want to sound like I'm boasting. I'm just happy that I'm finally living on my own, that I'm able to just fucking do this, because yeah, not a lot of people are able to do this and just go have fun. Yeah, I'm gonna lie to my audience and be like, it's getting juicy in the stream. Cause yeah, we're about to go watch some iDub stuff. Cause there's a couple of things that iDubbbz was speaking about that like just really pissed me off. Cause I was like, oh man, I was gonna actually make like a full-on video about this too. I'm gonna call it iDubbbz, I don't want to hear you speaking about Canadian politics ever again. Because isn't iDubbbz like, no, not isn't he? I remember there was a whole clip of him talking about how he went and got his Canadian. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do here, man. I'm trying to show people what it's like what happens when you get your relationship right with God. I don't want people to sit there and think that like you can just get things like you gotta put in a little bit of work, man. God wants that of you. He doesn't want you to just sit there and take. Where would the chat box look better? I think it would look better here. But yeah, I don't intend on taking too much from him and not paying back in return. I intend on showing that I can make good art, that I can do all this, and obviously there's things that I gotta go fucking figure out, like I gotta get a job at some point or something. Because YouTube isn't gonna really support me most of the time, and like when I stream, I don't want it to be like a oh, I've been streaming for 4 hours. Holy shit. Yeah, no, what am I trying to explain here? I don't want it to make it seem like it's easy to do YouTube or it's easy to stream. Like it's definitely not easy, but it's definitely not the hardest thing in the world, right? Like maybe to get to this levels of streaming, oh, too small. To get to that level of streaming, I don't see XQC or Asmongold or Tectone doing this. Yeah. What is it? Oh, let's move that up actually. Let's move that somewhere where it looks more comfortable. Yeah, there. It's the thoughts in the back of my mind. Let's do it like that. But yeah, no. I think that's the funny thing about streaming and YouTube and all that stuff is that people like they see the exception, right? They see the exception to the crowd that like, oh, I could go be like Kai Cenat. I could go do this and that. I can where would chat? I guess chat looks better there, so we'll just keep it there. But yeah, no, people are like, oh, I'll go be like Kai Cenat. I'll go make a couple of YouTube videos. And look at this, the Jizz spoke about him and the speak of the devil and he shall appear, right? But yeah, no, I don't think people really understand how easy it is to do this stuff. Like, yeah, it's obviously tough. Like, you got to be entertaining. You got to make sure that you aren't just stealing people's content. Like, I'm not on here to just fucking steal people's content. Like, we watched about like 17 minutes of a More Pegasus video at the beginning of this stream here. Like, right when it started getting good is when I started like that's when it started getting good. So this is when it started getting good. That is when it started getting good. I need to do more stuff like that. It's just like right now, because like obviously I want to go get another fucking monitor. I want to make sure that I'm able to do this and that, so I can not end the stream by accident by trying to hit the numpads and this and that and this and that, and I'm like sitting here fucking around. Like this has probably got to get annoying at some point, right? Like it'd be nice to watch a stream where I'm just like actually in it and I'm not like sitting here trying to figure out thins as we go. Like today, like I said, I just wanted to watch Slop, just chat, just oh yeah, and let's say maybe around 5 o'clock I'll start gaming. I'll pull up some of my favorite games. I'll go find some stuff right now to download. Like obviously I might take a break for a bit, like I don't know, we'll stop at 4 o'clock and then wait, isn't 4? Yeah, 4 is coming up quick actually. No, let's stop at 5. We'll stop at 5 and then I'll come back and I'll have a couple of games downloaded and we'll just go fuck around in some video games for a little bit, because it's nice to talk about Slop, but like I mean it's fun to sit there and engage with all these people and be a part of it, to feel like you're a part of something. But like today it was just one of those days where I just wanted to chill and just wanted to fucking like I don't know if it's really good for me to say this in the chat, but I did a bit of a microdose today, so that's the reason why I've been a little energetic. I've been feeling a little hyped up, but starting to come down a little bit. So that's when I said I was probably just gonna start for a job and employment right now. Try to get training. Isn't really fucking easy. Like I'd like to go be a bud tender or go be a bartender. It doesn't cost that much money to go get the serving it right or selling it right, but there's just there's nothing hiring right now, man. There's literally nothing. Like there's probably a few bartending positions, but everything that I've seen on Indeed and the work website in my province, I'll just say it, I'm in BC, so I was just going on Work BC, so whatever was on there, I was just like it's literally nothing. Like everything requires training. It requires me to go get a fucking like a driver's license, which I've been studying to go get, but like obviously right now, like just as the way things are going, I'd rather stream. I'd rather watch Slop with everybody. I'd rather sit here and talk and have some fun, because it's not every day that I get to like I haven't done this at all. This is just my first stream. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely something that we're gonna put into consideration here. We do gotta go hardwired for the internet, especially if we want better streams. We want more higher quality streams. We don't want the bitrate to go any lower. I will get a proper fucking gaming router soon. I think like when I get my when I get paid this month, I'll put that into consideration. I'll look at the gaming router I was looking at, and I'll look at the upgrades that I can do for my Starlink. And I'll put in the request, because I live on the top floor of my apartment, so I got to put in a request to have put the satellite on the ceiling, so I can get full coverage. Because that's another main part of it, is where I place my new satellite. It's in the worst position ever. And when I go onto the website, or not the website, onto the app, it shows you the obstructions of where it is, and the obstruction is in the shape of where the apartment is facing. So it's like, oh dear God, I was pretty pissed about that, man. I was like, this is like this Wi-Fi where I was living last, because it's basically out in the open, right? Perfect, really good, and being like, I don't know, 10-20 feet away from the router, it was really nice. My router is literally on the other side of this wall. This satellite is literally outside that window, attached to a fucking porch. What I'm trying to explain to you is that there's a roof that is like covering like a little section of where the satellite should be able to look into the sky, and it should be able to, oh my God, it's not able to track my face. There we go. But yeah, no, it just where the satellite's placed, that's not getting the best coverage, so that's why a lot of it kept dropping. Oh, and I don't know if you noticed me doing this a lot, but yeah, I wanted to route the keys so I could do that, because I didn't like it looks fun. This looks fun. Like And then it does that. Like this instant flip, boom. Wait, here we are. Just fade here. Boom. Boom. It looks like they both fade, but I just boom, 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 boom. But yeah, so yeah, just before we start watching some iDubbbz, I need to stand up real quick and pace around. I'm gonna pull up the Google page here. I think it's 3. No, it's 4. Okay, so I'll be back. I'm gonna go take a quick bond rip, cause whenever I watch this guy, I need one. Okay, I need one. Every time I watch this guy, every time I see a new clip of him, every time I think of him, I get mad. I get mad because iDubbbz was perfect. He was perfect as he was. He was a real YouTuber. He was an actual person. And now, whatever this is, he's that. So, I'm going to just turn off the camera real quick because you don't need to see that. Alright. We are back. And at it again. Let's set this up properly. You can't push through it. The wall! The wall! Even the earth can make you fall. I think that's what the lyrics are. I might be stupid. Anyways, let's get it on. Let's see what fucking iDubbbz is up to. Just gotta put in the in-ear monitors. You see, we already went through this PS2 controller, but I'll say it again for anyone who joins and anyone who watches the stream after, if they want to watch it again after. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but we have standards here. All right, here on the Jumbo main, Sorry. Got interrupted again. Christ's sakes. So, here at the Jumbo Mazer channel and any other affiliated channel, let's just give it a second real quick. Let's just give it a second. Let's let everyone join back again. Stream got interrupted. Okay, here at the Jumbo Mazer channel and any other channel affiliated, we have standards, right? I want people to adhere to those standards too when it comes to this. When it comes to this platform, I want people to know that we adhere to standards. We don't stoop any lower to talk shit about any other people unless they deserve to be talked about in any sort of way. If you think somebody's making a mistake on the internet, address them directly. Whether it be through their comments or whether it be through their live streams or something, if you can join their discords and talk to them, let them know that they're making mistakes, okay? Because someone like iDubbbz here, the standards that we expect him to adhere to, and especially, like, what? Let's go to his channel real quick before we even dive deep into this, because this is like a... Before I had to fuck up the stream again, like always, and before any of this happened, let's go here. Sorry, that bond rip just fucking screwed me up. Just right quick, but here we go. Dude, 6.9 million subscribers, and he was at like what? Last time I remember, he was at fucking. He was at 7 million, wasn't he? Let's do this. How many subscribers would you have to lose to go from 7 million to 6.91 million? To go from 7 million subscribers to 6.9 million, you would need to lose 90,000 subscribers, calculated by subtracting the lower 6.9, what, 6,910,000 from the number 7 million, which is a straightforward subtraction problem, demonstrating a loss of 9 million individuals from the total count. So what? Well, I wanted to know day by day. Can you tell me day by day? It doesn't say day by day. Okay, well, whatever. All I know is that this guy has been, what? 8 months ago. 8 months ago is almost a year ago. A year ago, he ended up like this. I mean, it's already been on a pretty slow downfall. From let's go back to when it started. Because last time I remember, like, really, like, paying attention to iDubbbz was right around this era, which you can see already. That's, like, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. That's a long time to, like, let yourself fall apart like that. I don't understand how people could, oh, it's a group tab, that's why. It's fucking... I was confused there for a second. I was like, oh, what's it doing here? Here, pull up the group tab then. So I gotta fully fucking go back into the mind here, because this has been a long time since I've been watching this dude. I started all the way back right around, it was obviously right around the fucking kickbox and or the Kickstarter crap. That was right around here in the bad unboxing. That's when I started watching, like around 2015, 2016. That's when I was like in middle school, grade 7, grade 8. And I'm 23 now, so I've been watching him for. I haven't been watching him for the full 10 years. Like, I would kind of tune out. Obviously, I'd had to like come back and do like binge watching stuff. I'd have to see each and every single video and be like, oh hell yeah. But like, obviously, it was right around I don't know, because he started live streaming too. I know he had like a dedicated live streaming channel, whereas well, I guess he live streamed to Twitch more often, and so that's when he started like paying less attention to the content he was making here. Because yeah, you can see what full force. Let's sort by most popular. So that is his most popular. 24 million. 24 million fucking views. That's like what? 12 times the viewership? That's insane. And then obviously the bad bucks and stuff. I won't forget in middle school when my friend sent him a letter, introduced me to iDubbbz and told me to look up his channel, and I loved it. Oh yeah. You can see it right here, the fan mail too. The fan mail was pretty funny. He had some pretty funny ones. I liked my favorite specific video is when I think it was one of these ones. He unboxes a minion bong and it's been used and it reeks like shit, and I was like, oh. See, I couldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. That's evil and dastardly. That is nasty. I'm sure your friends didn't do that. I'm sure they probably did, like the glitter bomb, or maybe they were the guys who wrote. I don't know if it's good for me to say this. Nigga faggot is. I'll say it like that. But that's where I feel like because he had the guy who sent him the whole letter in cursive, and that's how he addressed iDubbbz was N-word, F-word, and you know. And there you go. It was all in cursive, and so his joke was, "Do you think a monkey would be able to write this?" Because he was people were saying, "Do you think my audiences are dumb monkeys?" And you know, he was pretty funny. His jokes were like, because I didn't even really watch comedy. I didn't really watch like anyone like Norm Macdonald or anything like that yet. I wasn't really well endowed like that. He's not really a commentary channel, is he? He's more of a this guy's more of like a variety. He does variety stuff, so he's like it is commentary, but I guess because it looks like it's a bit paced funnier now. Like the editing looks fast. Yeah, look at that. That's like fucking 10 seconds into the preview thumbnail video, and it's going fast. Fucking breakneck speed. Obviously, we're here to just chill out. But yeah, we're gonna pop right into one of these things. So these are all interesting, but I feel like we should let's do this. Let's start from the beginning. I can't hear that. Is it because I have this playing? It's probably because I have that playing. Let's refresh the page real quick.
So, yeah. There's going to be...
Let's hear about iDubbbz's fucking financial struggles. Oh, it's muted at the beginning. It's probably because he's playing fucking copywritten music.
I don't have to, but like, to make my existence online, like, tolerable, there is some amount of attention I have to give it. I am a fucking adult, and I know that ultimately is not going to make my life better or improve, you know, I don't know, like my life outside of the internet. It's not going to solve any of those problems to defend myself or, you know, listen to what these freaks are saying. But I do need to find the appropriate balance, because there is way too much shit being flung by that podcast, and in turn, whoever else, all the commentary channels that consume the shit from that podcast. But they're fucking delusional. Because I understand being fucking like insecure about things or being angry. Like that's an understandable feeling. iDubbbz is being stoic here. That's the sense that I get from everyone on that fucking podcast. Is there's not a single thing that they can view like objectively. Like if I said something like BTS or something, if I was like a big BTS stan, they would figure out a way to like end up saying some mean shit about BTS.
Maybe this wasn't a good idea as I thought it was. We're gonna go right to the beginning right here, because this is funnier. I was actually gonna watch this earlier today, but I didn't even
Some
do that.
coaches that we've had from personal experience that seem to not respect or believe when someone has a head injury, as we've seen. So
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there you go. This is the Stoic Chronicles we know now.
Oh wow, Turkish Curtis Connor. I didn't know you streamed on Twitch. All right, guys, bust out the copy pasta. No, you don't have to. We shouldn't do it for legit people like Emily. We need to bust out that copy pasta only when losers come in. The Vaporeon copy
Had a
pasta.
water
No.
bottle.
We
I don't
have
know where I
another
put
copy
it.
pasta. We've been workshopping some of these in the stream over the past few days. One of them is like, it's basically when people come in and they're like, "Oh my god, I didn't know you streamed," and then they have just like a little tirade about, I don't know, being woke or some shit. Thank you, Demaro. I'm glad you had that on the quick draw. I will say there were some moments where I was like, "Oh no, like please do not fucking like the word like we would need to hit the fucking reset button. We need to do the Thanos snap if Jake Paul knocked out Anthony Joshua. Like that would be so tragic. Like I would like, oh man, I don't think I could. I think I would hermit up. I think I would get out of society.
you can't walk out with 6'9".
What's in the
and not get your
recommendations?
jaw broken. in my
Yes.
opinion.
That was another thing, guys. The entire fucking venue was shit. Like, it was filled with a bunch of freaks, and Jake Paul was doing a Hulk Hogan thing, which in 2025, I mean, we're not surprised, right? He's a big Trump guy, but, like, fucking, like, reviving the Hulk shit, it's like, no, dude. This is, yeah. Oh, yeah, and Jack Doherty was there. Dude, the whole place was just it's a fucking cesspool. And during Jake's walkout, he had fucking 6ix9ine come out with him. Like, no. Do you think he fights again? And if he does, he'll be against a cupcake opponent? I mean, he might use that as the excuse, right? Because I think everyone who has a dramatic loss in boxing, there's usually like he needs a couple tune-up fights. Yeah, he's gonna need a couple tune-up fights before he gets in there with some heavy hitters. So yeah, maybe. But I don't know. It won't be very watchable if he's in there with someone who sucks ass. Oh, and he has a prediction. Andrew
Tate wins today against
whatever his name is, Sucky Nuts.
Whatever that guy's name is. Jack
right.
And then
Jake
Paul
the one.
and Tate's gonna fight. That's my call.
In like a year or some shit. That's what I'm saying. It's just weird shit. But yeah, the whole card looks like total shit. I would not recommend watching that one. At this point, it's fucking inescapable. Yeah, is Tate not in prison? I don't know. How could Trump pardon him though? That was some Romanian shit.
No, somebody.
Really? I don't know.
But he got out.
Let's educate ourselves, guys. Let's just take a moment to educate ourselves.
Okay, so I'm not really seeing anything good here yet. But I've looked through the transcript and it looks like there's a couple of things that look interesting to me. It looks like he's confused about where Dubai is, but that's fucking dumb for me to focus on. I'm just looking through this whole transcript because he's just going on about fucking bullcrap. Because like, I didn't see the fight. I only got to see the highlight of the fight where Anthony Joshua just fucking pummels Jake Paul in the ring. That was pretty funny. I would have paid for it for Netflix again this year because I watched the Mike Tyson fight with Jake Paul, and that was rigged as hell. But I guess that's what iDubbbz is going off here about because I think I'm pretty sure in this clip. Let's see what it says. Oh no, it's just so he doesn't get removed for bullying or hate. That's understandable. Cause yeah, obviously like is mulling over Jake Paul while his own relevancy gets KO'd. So I want to see the part where he tries to equate his fight to the Jake Paul one, because I'm sure that's something that he goes off about. Let's see what he says here.
None of that really matters at the end of the day because I don't think it seems pretty clear that his brain is like Swiss cheese, Jello, a Jello pudding cup. Like it's not good. Like that was like it's just not good for him. Like, and it could be based on how he trained over his like UFC career. Some people are very like, you know, health conscious. They spar when they need to. They're not sparring just for fun. They're not you know, overdoing it. Maybe they just have a better gym, a gym that's more conscious of head injury. But there are a lot of places. I don't know if this was the case for Tyrone, but like it just seems like he's got an off button on his head now, and I just don't think it's
I
good
just gotta see if the fucking the camera's still working. Nice.
for him to keep doing that. I want a piece of that fight. Is it Cholulu? Cholulu is the prize.
Cholula hot sauce.
Mm.
I will say there are some coaches that we've had from personal experience that seem to not respect or believe when someone has a head injury, as we've seen. So also remember that.
Yeah. Can we watch the clip of Muslim boxer Ty Mitchell confront far-right Islamophobic Tommy Robinson mid-interview in Dubai yesterday, please? I'll take a look, Emily. That sounds cool. Oh my God. Yeah, he's the Nazi. Tommy Robinson got pressured in Dubai. Look how shook he is. Don't interview him. He's a racist prick. Why are you giving him airtime? Apparently, the Emirati influencers have invited him. Come on. Watch him get cooked, bullied, and physically pushed. Yeah, he's a total fucking pussy.
Giving him airtime for? They are interviewing me. Why are you giving him airtime? They are interviewing me. Racist rat. They are. Why are you giving him airtime for? Fuck him. He hates Muslims, but he's in a Muslim country. Where that one at? Don't give him
No kidding.
You hate Muslims like us. Why are you in this country? You hate Muslims. You hate Muslims, so why are you in a Muslim country for? You're a little rat. Uneducated little rat. You're a prick. Get the fuck out of here. You don't want to brand it. You don't want to brand it. Put this into your...
What a wimp.
Don't put him on an interview. Don't give him no time. The racist rat bastard. He hates Muslims, but he's in a Muslim country. Where that one at? How the fuck does that work? I don't like terrorism. I don't like jihadists.
He starts saying, I don't like terrorism. All right, loser.
Stand up against him.
I have no idea what any of this is, but you know, I'm just here to hear like. Is there anything relevant to the title? Because that's what I'm hearing. Edmonton. Yeah, well, what do you know about the sea?
Around.
Yeah,
Canada laws?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess they're trying to talk about Canada laws and that's that. I just seen a word that I didn't want to repeat. Anyways, let's go back here. What else do we got? There's got to be something that was funny to me, but I'm not too sure. Let's pull up Bulgarian Lives Matter. Let's see if he has anything good, because I'm not about to just go to fucking iDubbbz' channel and start reacting to his fucking crap, because that doesn't sound fun to me. Like, I'd love to watch his stuff again, but I don't know. It's kind of weird seeing him like this, because like, I know he's capable of doing a lot more. Like, the thing that weirds me out is everyone's gonna say this. Everyone's gonna constantly repeat this. This dude needs to literally double stream. Like, he can stream to Twitch and he can do all that, but the dude needs to double stream. And he's hearing this from a guy who just started streaming today. Well, I'm going to see if I have any games that look interesting to play right now, because the slop has thickened to a point where I don't want to watch it anymore. Cause yeah, this is literally all the feed that I get on this fucking platform. There's literally nothing but crap. I mean, it'd be cool to understand these guys. I mean, I just watched a whole iDubbbz segment. Started it with Hassan Piker, just knowing that Hassan Piker is a dumb idiot. Any good slop? Or bring that back up. This is goated ASMR to have. Alright, this one looks pretty interesting to me. I'll watch this.
Big man to
And then I'm gonna get off for about an hour, because then I think I want to do the gaming then too, because watching the slop is it's giving me brain damage. So we're gonna watch this guy talk about Nina Lynn. Nina Lynn was a pretty interesting situation that was that had come out of the YouTube sphere and the streaming sphere. So this woman had done some crazy stuff to a man, and people don't consider like male essay an actual thing, and she had made fun of him for that, and that was pretty rough. That was pretty dastardly, but what can you do? We live in a world where it's pretty easy to make fun of people for that stuff, where it's easy to talk shit on the internet. So we're gonna see, because this woman was banned for a little bit. She had shoplifted, actually. That was a pretty funny thing. I don't know if you'd seen that PS2 controller, if you're still in here, but it was pretty cool. So we're gonna watch this Nina Lynn situation, because look at that. It says she wasn't permanently banned. You would assume that she would have a longer ban. I think she was gone for about like a week or two, maybe a week and a half. I don't know. The year is almost over. Like 2026 is just around the corner, so I think all this slop that is it's gonna be left behind. So let's see what Moist Critical has to say.
It takes a big man to resist the primal urge to say I told you so when it turns out they were right when everyone was saying they were wrong. I am not that big of a man. I'm only 5'6". I'm fun size, baby. I'm petite. So here's me saying I told you so. 8 days ago, I made a video called I Don't Believe It, talking about how everyone was parading around and celebrating that Nina Lynn had been permanently banned on Twitch based on literally zero evidence whatsoever. No statements from Twitch, no nothing. In fact, Nina herself even said that's not true, but people still said she's full of barnacles, she's definitely permabanned, off nothing but pure hopium and fantasy. I went against the grain saying I don't think that's the case. I don't think Twitch is going to have her permanently banned, but would love to be wrong. Fast forward to right now, turns out I wasn't wrong. She is unbanned and literally streaming this very moment. And if you turn your attention to her chat, you get a peek inside what Arkham Asylum must look like in the modern age. I cannot imagine, I can't even picture what losers must look like that are spamming W in a Nina Lynn stream. This is sexual assault superstar Nina Lynn, and people are excited to see her content again. Using the term content very loosey-goosey there, because all she does is go on stream and whine about her haters and how much she doesn't care and actually loves her haters. Stay mad, fuck your mom, then she'll go out in public with fake...
I want to point something out here. Look at this. It's probably pretty crunchy because I'm playing this at a bit of a lower bit rate, just so. Look at this. Just the fake opulence, the dress, the cheap purse. That's not a life I would wanna see anyone in, where they're faking that they're rich. That's poor, man.
Using the term content very loosey-goosey there, because all she does is go on stream and whine about her haters and how much she doesn't care and actually loves her haters. Stay mad, fuck your mom, then she'll go out in public with fake bravado and pretending to be all tough. It's just absurd to even imagine someone being entertained with those jingling keys, because basically she just goes out and just says, fuck your mom! And that's it. But maybe they're very excited to shower with money because they're hoping they'll be her next sexual assault victim. Maybe that's what they're sitting their fingers crossed with as they throw dollars out of their wallet at her. A brief lore recap for those that are blissfully unaware of who she is. She is a streamer who has on-stream sexually assaulted someone, and then turned it into a joke after the fact, even said that they should be embarrassed to even feel like they got sexually assaulted. She then also stole from Target on stream and then bragged about how much she steals from Target. All of this broadcast on Twitch, mind you, and she hasn't been permanently banned for it. She got 3-week ban in total. So I think it's a pretty clear message from Twitch that they don't take crimes like sexual assault or stealing all that seriously. They're willing to turn the other cheek if you're bringing in some viewership and some money to Twitch. A pretty awesome message to be sending to the community, where sexual assault savant Nina Lynn is welcomed back with open arms from Twitch itself, even after unapologetically broadcasting it and then turning the sexual assault event into a joke on her stream, as if it's not a big deal and doesn't matter or anything. But you've really outdone yourself here, Twitch. It's actually unbelievable. There is no clear consistency with the way Twitch enforces their rules. So you can commit serious crimes like sexual assault on Twitch, but if you're popular enough, that's okay. They'll let that slide after a couple weeks of vacation, which, by the way, wasn't because of the sexual assault. The 3-week ban was because of the stealing from Target, and I feel like they were probably trying to make up for like only banning her for like 24 hours or whatever it was after the sexual assault. But even then, 3 weeks, yeah, I'm sure Nina Lynn really learned her lesson, and it definitely sounds like she did on her return stream, that's for sure. There is no consistency to how Twitch enforces their own rules. So a notable example is, in 2023, a streamer named Scumnut got indefinitely banned for a joke where he typed, "I'll kick you to death" in one of his friends' chat, in reference to a God of War run he was doing, which was kick only. This was one message to a friend of his that was clearly in jest, and he received a year-long ban, and only got the ban lifted because that friend was able to argue with Twitch staff himself to get Scumnut back on the platform. Like, imagine a world where you get banned for a year for what is clearly a very quick one-message joke to a friend of yours, yet sexual assault and other crimes are only punished for 3 weeks. It's absurd. Anyway, let's take a quick peek at the intro to Nina Lynn's Returns.
The only reason I could see that woman being banned for only a couple of weeks is because she's the moneymaker. And didn't she show up at the QT Cinderella like streamer awards event, and the whole streamer awards looked like a fucking it looked like a goddamn one of those Met galas. Let's see. Here we go. And there's all these fucking little funny jokes that they're telling to each other, and you know, Kai Cenat getting called Diddy. I mean, you know, these people are the money makers. We know this. We know that the reason why they show up to these events and why they do this. I mean, this costs a lot of money to put this all together. I mean, Dan Clancy was there too, wasn't he? So you would expect the reason why these people stay there and even show up is because of the fact that they're the money makers. Like Nina Lynn probably isn't really that much of a money maker, but she's well endowed enough. She's able to use her nepotism to be a part of the whole crew. So I guess that's the only reason why she wouldn't be banned for such heinous activities. Crazy stuff, man.
24 hours or whatever it was after the sexual assault. But even then, 3 weeks, yeah, I'm sure Nina Lynn really learned her lesson, and it definitely sounds like she did on her return stream, that's for sure. And, like, there is no consistency to how Twitch enforces their own rules. So a notable example is, in 2023, a streamer named Scumnut got indefinitely banned for a joke where he typed, "I'll kick you to death" in one of his friends' chat, in reference to a God of War run he was doing, which was kick only. This was one message to a friend of his that was clearly in jest, and he received a year-long ban, and only got the ban lifted because that friend was able to argue with Twitch staff himself to get Scumnut back on the platform. Like, imagine a world where you get banned for a year for what is clearly a very quick one-message joke to a friend of yours, yet sexual assault and other crimes are only punished for 3 weeks. It's absurd. Anyway, let's take a quick peek at the intro to Nina Lynn's Return stream. There's no point in diving into a lot of it, because all it is her just being, like, really loud and obnoxious.
Even after this whole ban, listen, bro, the haters gonna hate. But listen,
Oh,
ain't no better
God.
marketing team than the haters. I'll tell you that right now. Guys, I'm not even joking when I tell you this. Bro, I love it. I love it, bro. I love the support, the hate, the everything, bro. We love all that shit. We love all that shit. Give it to
What
me, bitch.
is that?
Oh my God. Oh my
Is that like a garage that's sectioned off?
Wonder with the 10. I saw you earlier. You was giving out fives and shit too. Shout out to the girl Wonder Man.
Man, she really has the voice of an angel and the mouth of a sailor. What an incredible combination. And she is as loud as a child on incredible success. So much financial gain, even after blatantly sexually assaulting someone. Yes, sir, that's sexual assault superstar Nina Lynn back in action. Hide your cheeks, because she's coming for him without consent. It's incredible stuff, Twitch. You've really outdone yourself here. What a strong message you're sending. Now, it's not all just her gloating to her haters. She's also doing something really nice this holiday season for some kids, where she's going to be giving them money. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a quick segment there of her maybe turning a new leaf here and doing something nice.
Maybe I'm spoiling it. Fuck it, I'm gonna spoil it. I have some news for y'all. I also have tomorrow we are giving 120 to 100 orphans or recreational kids that
If she did the green makeup, she'd be really convincing as the Grinch.
I'm very proud to say this. I've been working on it for a week now. Anyways, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow, guys. That's tomorrow. We're not gonna worry about that right now. But you know, Christmas is really for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm Grinch, I might just dress up like Grinch. Who knows?
Sounds very sweet. I'm sure that's coming from a place of genuine care.
And then she has like the long fingernails too. Look at that. She needed to. All she needed to do was fully. She's trying to play the bit so hard. She should have played into the bit harder, man.
Tomorrow, guys. That's tomorrow. We're not gonna worry about that right now. But you know, Christmas is really for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm Grinch, I might just dress up like Grinch. Who knows?
Sounds very sweet. I'm sure that's coming from a place of genuine care, no doubt. Now, one thing I couldn't help but notice when watching her return stream is a lot of people in her chat were very upset she was wearing a mask. So there's some people that were spamming take the mask off, some of them caps locking, mask off, that kind of thing. There's even one guy multiple times begging, please take the mask off, and then pleading to mods, make her take the mask off, which is so incredibly sad. It's like they're just desperate to goon to her or something. That's why they're there. So like when she had the mask on, they were shaking their fists, no, take the
Fucking
mask off!
goon mode.
Fucking losers. Holy shit. I just had to point that out. I didn't screenshot all of them, and I don't feel like going back through and doing it. But when she had the Grinch mask on, there were people like really upset that there was a mask she was wearing this time around. But anyway, this whole thing is me just basically saying I told you so. I think Twitch has made it pretty clear here with this that there is a level of popularity you can achieve where Twitch is more than willing to let pretty much anything slide, including crimes. That's a pretty great message for Twitch to be sending. Pretty awesome stuff. I'm not surprised to see this. I'm just pretty upset about it, is all.
Well, that's all he has to say about it. So I don't want to hear him say any more about it. Any more slop? Any more good slop? Because that was the best of it. Because I'm about to end the stream here, and then we're gonna flip over to some video games because I want to go download a couple, hang out and go watch slop by myself. Or maybe go on a phone call with my friend. Uh-oh. People saying that Brandon Buckinghamton was a hospital scam? I don't know. I hope Brandon Buckingham wasn't scamming, and I hope he's doing okay if he wasn't. It'd really suck if he passed away. He did some really good videos. How Disney stole their artwork? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Mad Cow. I watched that video. That was actually really scary. It made me scared because then there was a whole thing about I think like maybe 30% of all Brits can't donate blood because of the possibility of having mad cow disease. That was insane. 30% of all Brits. Ugh. Poor Brits. All the cows died of mad cow disease. This one was a pretty funny clip. I watched the fucking clip. The guy getting hit with the vehicle, that was fucking crazy. Hassan's out of touch. They glazed him. Hero Hey. He's been a pretty good slop tuber, I guess. Oh. There was a video I watched that this guy was in the thumbnail of. Let's see if I could pull that video up. Because I might make a video about this fully one day. Maybe if I have like the thoughts come to it completely. And I've been watching stuff about homeless people going missing, and oh man, there's so many scary things that go on in America. Oh, and dude, this guy immediately was covering Hassan's ass, sitting there saying, "Oh, he's just spreading lies about Hassan." I mean, it's kind of hard to say that. It's kind of hard to say that Hassan doesn't really do the things that people say he's doing. Like, I'm sure he knows what he's doing, and people just let him do it. But you know, that's life. Where's that video I was looking for? Because it was about fake edginess, or it's not really fake edginess, but it was like, I'll just rant about it here a little bit. But like, it's all funny in games being edgy, but like sometimes there needs to be a punchline, and I think a lot of people forget about that. So this is really about the video I was trying to find was about. It was just, he was able to word it longer and in a better, more concise way that just made more sense. Because like, we get the, like, come on, fucking Kanye West doing the nigga how Hitler song. Like, it was pretty funny, but like, yeah, this video was really good. 8 minutes long. So maybe we'll watch this too. We'll watch this too, and then we'll hop on out of here, because I'll look through my expansive library. Maybe we'll do some Gary's mod. Maybe I'll look into some fucking cool Gary's mod maps. There's this guy named Logan from Earth on YouTube that explores some pretty cool Gary's mod maps. So maybe I'll go check out some of that. But I'll look through my library, and then I'll find some games to play for the rest of the day. Maybe I'll hop onto a match of Fortnite with my friend if he wants to do that. If the stream and if the fucking thing will even allow for that, because I gotta let the camera rest as well, and then I might charge the light a little bit longer. So for the one other person that joined for a little bit, we're gonna watch a video on fake shock value if you want to actually sit here and watch that. But if you don't want to, you can tune back in. You can subscribe, because I'm going to actually play some video games. I might play some Gary's mod, maybe some Fortnite. If I can get one of my cool games to work, one of the ones that look fun to me, maybe we'll play some Portal with some RTX. I don't know. Maybe we'll play myhouse.wad. I don't know. There's a lot of video games that I've been wanting to play a lot lately. I have a whole like expansive catalog. I might start streaming a lot more too. So tomorrow I might come in. We'll either start early tomorrow from like 1, or maybe from 12 in the afternoon till whenever I feel like going to bed, because it's only 4 o'clock. I said I'd wanted to stream till nighttime, so I got that, but I think I want to go a bit longer and have some fun playing some video games, because this is what I started this channel originally for, was to play video games, and then I started doing fucking rants on here. So we're gonna watch, even before that, I might even clip some of this and fucking go upload it. But I just watched a video on Nina Lynn and the whole Twitch saga thing, yada yada. We watched more Pegasus talk about fucking Hassan Piker. I watched a little bit of Stoic Chronicles, but it was boring. Tried to see if Bulgarian Lives had any good videos, but he hasn't uploaded for like 3 to 4 days, so iDubbbz as well has joined up. I might have to just go tune into his live stream while live streaming. That'd be really fun. I don't know. There's a lot of things I really want to try while live streaming, but what do I have to show off that might be cool to the camera? Check this out. How many times do you tune into a live stream that somebody has a camera that can autofocus? Probably not a lot of people. And I got an ND filter on there too, so I can do this. Whoa. Now we're like in spooky mode. But yeah, no, here we are back in normal mode. I might clean up my room a little bit too, so the background doesn't look dirty whenever I come back to game. But we're gonna watch a video on fake shock value and why it's cringy and why it's just kind of boring and tiring sometimes.
You what?
Let's bring this down to 125 so it's a bit more intelligible.
Repeat after me. I will kill, rape, and die. For Nicholas J.
You what?
Fucking
my black Kate Moss tonight. Play secretary on the boss tonight. And you don't give a fuck what they all say, right? Awesome, the Christian and Christian Dior. Damn, they don't make them like this anymore.
It's a classic.
I've been doing a lot of social media scrolling lately, and especially as someone in the political
Nose
sphere,
pick.
I've had to grapple with, am I too woke and a snowflake, or is the internet just getting really cruel and weird?
Nope. He's not wrong. It's getting cruel and weird out there.
They should make a movie about this trio like The Wolf of Wall Street. Someone said worst group chat link of all time.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm too woke. And I know what you guys are gonna say.
It's dark humor. It's satire. Have you never made a dark or offensive joke, Ozzy?
Which is exactly what this video is about. The phenomenon of something I call shock value fatigue. Shock value is the potential of an image, text, action, or other form of communication, such as a public execution, to provoke a reaction of shock by eliciting sharp disgust, anger, fear, or similar adverse emotions, or what the young kids would classify something like rage bait as being under. However, the idea of shock value fatigue is basically about how we get numb to seeing awful things, or even being encouraged and rewarded for doing or saying awful things. Social media algorithms tend to reward content that gets a lot of views and likes and shareability, while X, I'm just gonna call it Twitter, it's Twitter. While platforms like Twitter directly monetize Twitter pages that get the most engagement, which just incentivizes people to post the most provocative and dumb shit just so people reply and they get money off of it. And they're pretty blatant about this. And even when the rage bait is actually genuine and the person is actually peddling their ideas, they can just hide behind satire, or their fan base can defend them by saying it's just jokes and you're too soft. When really calling random people slurs or doing street interviews where you insult them for their dating preferences doesn't have a ton of ideas.
I tried watching that Gypsy Crusader interview. Hold up,
it's just jokes and you're too soft. When really calling random people slurs or doing street interviews.
Yeah, it was this one. This dude, like, I get it's like provocative, and I know it's the whole thing about these people. It's the whole stick, the whole shtick, right? Being racist, being cool, being funny. You gotta be. You guys gotta have some sort of way to be funny and be cool about it. Like just straight up, like saying the N-word, bro. It's gotta be within context. Like just spamming it kind of gets boring, bro. But you know that's just the way the world is, right? So you can't really expect it to work out that way. But you know, I like using my gamer words when I game, but they're gamer words. I don't go out and call people the N-word, man. It's not fair. Like, and Gypsy Crusader, I'm pretty sure isn't actually fully white, so yeah, I've watched a couple of those videos. I'm assuming you're talking about Gypsy Crusader. That was the one I watched was pretty funny. I'll probably pull that up now. Actually, let's see if I can pull it up now. Cause I'm sure it's in my fucking, yeah. Gypsy Crusader. No. Yeah, I swear to God, I remember watching a video on Gypsy Crusader being exposed. Let's do this. Exposed. Oh, it's an actual full-on channel. I thought when I looked at that chat, I was like, oh, that's gotta be a joke. Yeah, these are all the ones where he's like getting laughed at for like not being white. All the clips. But I know there was like a whole like video that like cataloged every single bit. Was it this one? I think it was this guy. Yeah. Because it was like really, it was hardcore edited, and because this guy was white and he was like really, he was digging in on him.
Just so you understand, if I see you somewhere, anywhere.
This one might be a good one to pull up tomorrow. I might watch this tomorrow with everyone. This might be a really fun fucking video. Cause yeah, that was a whole crazy one. Cause like you can uh-oh. Was that an auto mod? I wonder if that was auto modded chat. But yeah, no, Gypsy Crusader was a pretty crazy fucking thing to go into, and he completely, I remember this whole video, he just digs right into him. I'm gonna subscribe to him now that I reminded myself about that, because yeah, this was crazy.
Reviews where you insult them for their dating preferences doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Not even the whites want him. It's so bad, man. Like once you've reached that point in time, like that point in your career, when not even the people you're trying to cater to, they don't even want you. Oh man, that's insane.
Punchline. It's.
Jeez, man.
What's question? What question want to ask, bro? Hey, I was asking people today about the transgender shooter. No, I want to know about the black questions. You asking these girls about the black people. You be out here trying to clown black people. All you want to ask, don't get scared.
And due to the monetary and societal benefits that you get from being edgy and shocking nowadays, everybody has to one-up each other, and shock value is no longer shocking.
I'm gonna marry a 16-year-old. I have a deal worked out with a guy. He has a daughter. I'm known as the
Dude, I tried watching some of that guy's videos right there. The one that was right here. I remember a couple of months ago, maybe to a year ago or something like that, I remember having a conversation with a friend about this stuff, about like, do you ever like watch any of these videos and you notice how like some of these people are kind of like almost paid shills, and if not paid shills, they're just like their minds mush, and they just gotta parrot everything they hear about like racism and all that stuff. It's insane.
Guy, he has a daughter. I'm known as the Nick.
Be careful. Oh, that's a little nuts.
Now, don't get me wrong. When I say that it is no longer shocking, that is not to say that it's not offensive or that these aren't disgusting things to say. What I'm saying is that it becomes exhausting to constantly have a cultural mainstream where edginess is the way to bond or the only form of humor for many people. You're scrolling on IG Reels and you see a picture of a cute baby cow. You know the top comment is going to be a gif of a sizzling burger. On an even darker level, it could just be a little girl doing gymnastics and the comments are going to be sexual or hear me out just to shock people. And this in turn just desensitizes everybody. The two biggest sexual criminals that the media and everybody and their mothers have been talking about have been reduced to memes. People in real life claim that they hate rapists and that we should kill pedophiles, but then when it's time to expose and condemn some of the biggest ones, we're making memes about fucking baby oil and Jeffrey Epstein having aura. And of course, if someone like me says something like this, then I'm just accused to kill pedophiles.
Would you look at that? Our best friend Queeman showed up.
The biggest ones, we're making memes about fucking baby oil and Jeffrey Epstein having aura.
That's pretty funny. Fucking Queeman.
And of course, if someone like me says something like this, then I'm just accused of being a snowflake lefty or chronically online. When even though everybody knows in real life people make these same jokes, people are outside of Diddy's courthouse rubbing themselves with baby oil. Me and you as the viewer, we've all made edgy jokes, and especially in the comfort of our friend groups, but normally you make those type of jokes around people that you know the values of and they know your values. The internet is different. You can't just go around saying random things or trying to normalize things in the common marketplace of ideas, no matter if it's satirical or not. Like when you're giving a bunch of positive attention to the worst people on earth or trying to whitewash their image, even if it's jokingly, you are helping them out.
Not much of commentary, but Super Hot's a goated game.
Oh, you are complicit in that. That's why, like, people saying that, like, to ignore these people that are rage baiters, that's actually the best thing. I'm only making this video because I need to put, like, a term to this exhaustion. I'm so tired of just scrolling my page and just seeing the worst things. And it's like, it doesn't even matter your algorithm. Like I said, like, it could be a picture of a cute, like, you could have all cats on your feed, and then somehow you're just gonna scroll on to Ye West, like, Heil Hitler, like, over, like, a real editor.
Yeah.
The fact that song even got so popular is insane to me. And once again, people will say like it's satire or just a joke song, but what is satirical? Ye West at the time admitted that he was a Nazi and that he looked up to Hitler and associated with other neo-Nazis. So like, what's the joke in you? I'm no stranger how Hitler.
Knowing what Nicholas Fuentes' interests are. let's just pull it up. Nigga Fuentes gay. I'm gonna see if I can pull up the fucking there was a picture of him hanging out with like some little twink and it was really funny. It was this goddamn the funniest thing I've ever seen, but you know, that's just life.
Like, I'm kind of old, but in middle school and a bit of high school, I grew up around the 2016 era, you know, edgy commentary, people like Filthy Frank, iDubbbz, etc., etc. So I'm no stranger to edgy humor. Unfortunately, in middle school, I was one of the people who would say like, oh, I'm autistic, I have crippling depression. I was one of those kids. I wasn't as bad as a band kid, but I was still one of those kids.
I need to mention this because this probably explains a lot of my weirdness. I was a band kid, not like the weird band kids, because oh my god, those ones were fucked up. But you know, I was a band kid. I liked band class. I like doing that stuff. But you know, I think the bad band kid hate is sometimes a bit unwarranted. But let's continue. I just wanted to make sure I could see my views. What was that chat? I got to see the chat before it fucking showed up there. Kanye had Alex Jones out schizoid. Okay, no. Kanye had Alex Jones out schizoed and had Alex looking concerned and fucked up. It was funny as hell. Imagine get outmogged on your own show. Oh, isn't that the one where he's sitting there being like, I think Hitler was a great guy. Yeah, that was a pretty funny clip, man. Fucking goddamn. Kanye West was pretty crazy, and I know he I think through that he ended up losing the whole Yeezy deal, and he wasn't able to make money off of Yeezy anymore. And then he got that back, I'm pretty sure, because he just started releasing more Yeezy stuff again. So either way, he's doing fine, but I don't know. Obviously, it literally stomped him in his tracks trying to be edgy. Yeah. So I think it's pretty funny that I think it's funny that this is where like everyone can make their podcasts, they can talk about fucking conspiracy theories, this and that, but like at the end of the day, like it's either got to be like Flesh Simulator. Here, we'll pull him up because he did a really nice fucking video recently of the let's go to here. Oh, that's Flesh Emulator. I'm being stupid. So he did this video recently, and let's go to MDE because I'm pretty sure I paid for it, and I think I might be signed in on the computer. I am not signed in. Can I log in through? Oh, I can. Okay, I'm gonna just do this real quick because I don't need you guys seeing my fucking login thing. But I'm gonna show you the Gumroad thing, the Sam Hyde website, all that. It's so good. I watched some of his stuff on here. Yeah. So here we are again. Mirror on the wall. You're my only friend. So here we go. So he did this, which I absolutely loved. I did subscribe and then I didn't have the money to pay for it again, but he did a really good fucking, like really good job on it. The intro here was so good. Look at this. With Calm98, presented by MDE.TV, Admiral Lewis, and then you see, boom, Alex Luke. Executive producer, Sam Hyde. Pretty cool stuff, man. It's such a good video. I already took 2 pieces of content, so I don't want to be a content leech. But the way I'm trying to explain this is, if you're going to talk about conspiracy theories and you're going to go out there and talk about magic and this and that, I'll show you guys another channel, some more fucking heat. Izzy and Griffin. This guy's goated. Goated. So if you want to get into mysticism and you want to get into magic and conspiracy theories, go to Flesh Simulator and Izzy and Griffin and because Izzy and Griffin, he goes to his you go to his Patreon, he literally sources his stuff. He doesn't fuck around. A lot of the stuff that he talks about here, like the Grinch stuff, it's really funny. The Gollum one was really funny with Candace Owens, and then you got this one with Courtney Love in it, and the whole CIA connection. The Palantir video with the Matrix was pretty cool. What is it, Rasputin with the Russian wizard. Oh man, I could talk about this stuff for days, but I'd rather, instead of recounting it, I'd rather people go out there and watch it. So if, oh, this members only. This guy right here, Izzy N. Griffin. So if you really want to go watch something that's really good and you want to learn about like someone like Rick Rubin right there, like I said, the occult teachings of Rick Rubin. So Rick Rubin's trying to start something called the Tetragrammaton or something like that. And then you got this guy right here, Meme Analysis. I'll pull up Meme Analysis. So these are like some three good channels. I'll pull them all up here. What am I doing? I do this. Oh wait, let me just do this. Boom. So you got Izzy and Griffin, Meme Analysis, and then we'll just open up another page here. If my computer will stop lagging later. So he's got 2 channels. He's done Gladiodrome, which is a really good one. So if you guys are interested,
and then like you just get so exhausted from it.
Yeah, Stone Toss is a hit and miss. Stone Toss is like mid as fuck. I don't understand why like obviously people will prop each other up and they'll do that on the internet, but like Stone Toss is just fucking this is what I think of Stone Toss whenever I think of his comics. Mogus Stone Toss. So when I think of Stone Toss, I don't think of his like actual comics like, oh, it's a bubble. I think of Amogus. When I think Stone Toss, this is what comes into my head. Does that make sense to you? I hope that makes sense, cause I'm not trying to be facetious or funny here. Like Stone Toss is mid. Oh.
It's so dystopian that I go on my phone, I'm just like, oh, this is a guy saying that women shouldn't have the right to vote. Okay, yeah, I'm scrolling. Okay, guy just got blown up and turned into a meme. Okay, yeah, his arms are missing. Like, I don't think that's healthy for the mind, especially the developing like Gen Alpha. I know every generation says this about the next generation, but I actually fear for how they're going to develop. Everything has to be an irony or else you're seen as cringe. Everything has to be a joke. Nothing can be taken seriously. And if you take anything seriously or care about anything in the world, then you're woke in a buzzkill and nobody wants to hang out with you, because humor is the pathway for a lot of bonds, especially when you're a young man. And not to make excuses, but this is also a major reason why I think so many young men turn far right. And in honesty, I don't think that it stays. I think it's more of a phase just because they find community, and it's so like lonely just in general as a Gen Z person, no matter what your gender, to find community, to where this edgy community where it's us versus them and we're the only ones that understand and you're a true noticer, those are the communities that they can feel embraced in, and also just get out their immaturity and base desires that they can't get off in real life. So they do it under like anonymous accounts and in discords and like weird niches of the internet. And unfortunately, it's been also leading to a lot of mass shootings and to be quite honest, like absolutely horrid manifestos like that Solomon kid. In summary, if this video made you upset, I doubt you even got this far, but overall, my overall point is just we need to stay grounded. We can't let irony and shock value just desensitize us to everything and reward these people for being awful and saying awful things. I'm not saying you're a horrible person if you've ever partaken in edgy humor or have said things that are off color. My overall point is that let's not normalize it. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video...
There you go. So he said that pretty good. I didn't need to really add much onto that. There's also another clip that I watched because he had mentioned something about making gore clips and just having that be like the punchline to some jokes. I watched a video about that the other day. Let me type it in here. It was, well, I'm not gonna do it to you guys, but he yeah, right here, this video. Oh my god.
My friend uploaded
So this guy like goes up to people and he starts fucking showing them the Ronnie McNutt video, and it's just fucking disgusting, dude. It's the worst thing in the world to just flash people with that stuff and then act like it's so funny. But you know, that's just the way the things work in this world. So, I'm obviously I'm tuckered out with clips. We've watched enough slop today. It's 5 o'clock, so I'm going to go download some games. We're gonna be gaming. Yeah, we're gonna see what games that we can play. Some that I can. Ooh, GTA might sound good. I don't know. Anyways, we'll see.